Hey everyone, so this is my review of Once Upon a Time, Season 6, Episode 10, called Wish You Were Here. And basically what this episode is about is that the evil queen grants Emma's wish of wanting to no longer be the savior, causing Emma to sort of be transported into this alternate reality where she's in the enchanted forest. And while that's going on, David and Regina try to do a bunch of stuff to both save Emma and stop the evil queen. And Gold and Belle sort of find out that there is problems going on with their son. And this was a very entertaining and interesting episode that had some really great moments to it, and then also some moments that were a little bit weird and didn't work that well. And I did really enjoy seeing this whole alternate reality that Emma got transported to, where she grew up in the Enchanted Forest as a princess and all this stuff. It was very, very cool to see how all the characters became in this other world. And going into this episode, I really didn't know what to expect when it was brought up that this episode would be all about Emma not being the savior and how that whole outcome would come. So I didn't know what to expect with this episode, but it was still really, really cool to see, like I said, seeing this whole alternate reality. And the one thing that did bug me, though, is how much of a weakling they made Emma, because I understood, how she could be that way, but still it made no sense because I feel you can still be a badass and not be a savior. So for her to be this complete and total whimpering weakling didn't really seem to fit. She could still kick ass but not be a savior. And she could be a kick-ass princess, but no, they made her a weakling, and that seemed really, really odd to me. And I did really like seeing Regina in this alternate reality, where she went there to try and bring Emma back. And she did all this, stuff, and I really enjoyed seeing her, become the evil queen again, and dress up and try and play the role of the evil queen to try and, spread fear in the Enchanted Forest. Those were some really good moments. And then it was kind of cool to see Henry as, this knight and kind of a savior kind of figure. That was really kind of interesting, and I wish they could have done a bit more with that, and maybe they will in the future. But the ending for Emma and Regina in this episode, I just don't really understand how it all played out, because, I would easily understand, kind of, I guess, but the fact that Regina pretty much got distracted, and then that was the reason why they couldn't get through the portal, just made no sense, because Emma could easily, just shoved Regina into the portal, or something, but instead they just sat there yelling at each other, and it just, they could have done so many other things, but they didn't. And that kind of bugs me. All the moments with the evil queen in this episode were really, really interesting, and I kind of liked it from one degree or another. But the one part that did bug me was with her and David, when David went to go and, confront the evil queen, because it made no sense as to why he should be there besides giving David sort of a moment in this episode. But with that, I did really enjoy the moment when Regina went to go and confront the evil queen. And it sort of brought up to the evil queen the reminder that they are the same person. So as long as the evil queen holds the genie lamp, Regina can also grant a wish off the genie. That was a really, really cool and fun moment. And then Gold and Belle in this episode was a really cool storyline that I kind of can't wait to see it play out more as once the show comes back after this winter break. That I'm really kind of excited to see how that's all going to turn out. And I'm so happy that near the end of this episode, they finally did reveal who was under, the black hood that Emma keeps having visions about being the person that kills her. That they finally did reveal who that person was really, really cool, and I kind of can't wait to see how that's all going to play out. And just overall, this was a really entertaining and fun episode. So, yeah, that's my review of Once Upon a Time, Season 6, Episode 10, called Wish You Were Here. So, yeah. Bye!